it's really cool. And I know some people get banned on Reddit, and you don't, you don't, you find yourself that you can't get in. But I'll tell you one thing: if you get in, you need to go under the underscore Donald Reddit. You'll find a whole lot of friends there. You'll find a whole lot of people there, and I'm happy. I'm happy to be a part of it. Tonight, basically, what we're doing, we're taking your questions here on the Reddit page, and this is the first time. This is the first time that I'm seeing it, or it's the first time that I'm part of this. So it looks like I'm going to be answering questions via the YouTube and via the Reddit page. Okay, so we got both of these going at the same time. I'm your oyster, baby. I'm your oyster tonight. We're gonna have the Wayne Dupree show at 9:00, but from 7 to about 8:30, I'm gonna be answering your questions here on. For some reason, I want to keep saying the Wayne Dupree show, but it's not the Wayne Dupree show. This is AMA Reddit. So no commercials. And Lynn in England says that she is watching me. What's up, Lynn? How you doing? Jason Thornton. What's up, Jason? And I guess I'm supposed to. The questions are. I let everybody know that I was there. So I guess. Wayne, Lynn says, that's okay. I'll post it. Oh, okay. My friend over there is going to post it on Reddit. So I guess posting. I guess I was posting on the wrong link, and then I should be able to see the questions on Reddit. Okay, I should. He's talking to RSBN. Let's see. Oysters and Z cabbage. Okay. Basically, my name is Wayne Dupree. People know me as the News Ninja. I've been doing this since about 2000. G-Da. I really don't. I don't know what the hell Congress is doing. Still doing a show in 3 hours. Yes, ma'am. Cambry Nelson, Hutch Bailey Jr. will be doing a show. Let me see. Link. Looks like the YouTube is going down. I ain't gonna fool with YouTube right now. Okay. I'm not even gonna fool with it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I was in the military for 8 years, and the United States Air Force. Let me see. Basically, what I do on the Wayne Dupree Show, me, Hutch, and Cam, we talk about things that are in the news. Experts. We're not. I don't even claim to be experts, but we try to keep it real. Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're live on Trump Street. What's up, Trumpers? What's up going on? Look, tonight we're doing an AMA on the on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. But right now we're doing an AMA. You can ask me anything that you want to. Just remember, it's still a family thing, though. Okay, all right. I got the link to the Ask Me questions. So let me see. Let me let people know that I am there. Okay. Is this on Spreaker? No, this is not on Spreaker. Wayne, can you start with live Periscope? YouTube is Bill Clinton a rapist? Well, look, Spooky Max, he didn't rape me, but I'm sure that based on the reports, he's a rapist. Bill Clinton is a rapist, and if you notice, there's this little trick that the Clintons do. They ignore their problems, thinking that it's going to go away. And for the most part, it does go away in the media. It doesn't go away in the hearts and minds of Americans. Most of us know the damage that Bill and Hillary did. Most of us know this. And for those that are watching on the Reddit right now, if you're watching the video up at the top, just know that I am taking your questions and I'm going to be answering them on the Right Side Broadcasting Network on the video. And thanks for the Right Side Broadcasting Network and allowing me to answer these questions live. Instead of just typing them out, I can answer them in front of all of you. I am Wayne Dupree. I am the host of the Wayne Dupree Show here on not only Right Side Broadcasting Network, but we also broadcast on Spreaker.com Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. We have interviewed Mr. Trump many times. We have interviewed his surrogates. We have interviewed first tier, second tier, third tier conservative people that are on TV, might not be on TV. We try to give a voice to those that don't have a voice. And then we open up the phone lines and let Americans call in and let us know what they're thinking. See, for a long time, I wasn't able to say what I thought out loud so that anybody could hear me. I used to sit in front of the TV and be a sofa general or a kitchen colonel and just throw stuff at my TV. I can't believe they're doing this. I can't believe. But you know, back in February 2012, I never forget it, February 17th, 2012, I was in an argument with somebody on Twitter. And Andrew Breitbart got into the argument. He didn't argue. He just said, "I like your fight. And if you need me, just let me know and I'll be there." Now that was huge. That was huge because I knew who he was because I had seen him a few weeks before at CPAC. So I knew who he was. And I know it was and I know it was huge. But he helped me to start directing my voice to speak a little bit louder. And then and now he died a couple of weeks after that, but that was around the time of Trayvon Martin too. So, well, it wasn't 2012. That wasn't 2012. Was it 2012? Yes, it was. Yes, it was 2012. Yeah, it was. So, a couple of weeks after that, I got on the Sean Hannity show, and first time I called on there, and you know, I voiced my opinion about the Trayvon Martin thing and how I thought that the media was doing a bad thing and how they were disrupting the truth. And me and Sean Hannity, well, we became really good friends after that. And from that point on, I started to go to the conferences. I started to go to many of the conferences. I met a lot of people, talked to a lot of the media people. And I found out, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to get on radio and I want to voice my opinion every time that I get a chance. Now, sometimes it gets tiring, though. Sometimes it gets tiring. V3G 3H 4X on AMA says, what do you think about the brand new Project Veritas video, and what implications will it have? I think the new Project Veritas video is damning for Hillary Clinton. I think it's damning for the Democratic Party. I think it's damning for the whole liberal movement when you see all that crap that they did. I mean, posing as Bernie Sanders followers to break up and to cause problems within the Trump rally, and then the media got there. Oh, Trump supporter, Trump supporter. You know what? And I tell you something too. I think some of the media was in on this. And what I say, because some of the people that were in the video were caught in the media on camera as being disruptors, and they were called Trump supporters when they really weren't. They were part of the DNC or the Clinton team. You know, they are very diabolical people. They've been at this thing for a long time, man. I've said it on my Periscope page, and I've said it on my Facebook Live page. The Democrat Party is the oldest political party in America. They know where all the bodies. They've put a whole lot of bodies in the ground. Look at the KKK. They've put a whole lot of bodies in the ground. They know where the bodies are buried. They know how to get around the law. They know how to talk you out of the law, and they know how to turn words to keep minorities bounded up chain with dependency programs. I think that video for Project Veritas, if it's in the right hands, because the media is not going to show it, the media is not going to run anything because the media is implicated in that stuff. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Or, I mean, I put it on my website, WayneDupree.com. I know Sean Hannity put it on his website. I heard him talk about it today. They aren't going to run it on their networks. They can't. Just like they aren't going to talk about some of those WikiLeaks emails because they're in them. But it's up to us. And I'm going to tell you a little trick. If you're on Twitter and you're trying to create a hashtag that's going to blow up, and then you'll be able to tweet yourself, hey, look, I'm the creator of a hashtag. Think about that for a second. If you want people to see what we are trying to do, then you use a liberal's hashtag, a liberal person's a liberal hashtag that is trending. Use two if you want, and direct them over to a link that you want them to read. If something is about Justin Timberlake, and you want to direct somebody to a WikiLeaks email, then put Justin Timberlake's name in your Twitter account. in your tweet. Same thing for Facebook. You learn how to play the liberals game. The liberals come over and try to take our hashtags all the time. It's time for us to take their hashtags. But put some meat behind it. Put the WikiLeaks stuff. Put the Planned Parenthood stuff. Put the Margaret Sanger stuff. Put the refugee stuff. Put the ISIS stuff. Link them to very good, honest, conservative websites. There are some websites out there that are just out there to attack Donald Trump. They don't know how to win. And you know what? Hopefully I get a question about that in a few minutes. Skinny White Blonde says, hi, Wayne. Thanks for doing this. What do you think it would take to break through to low information voters to actually change this election in Trump's favor? We got to talk to them. We aren't talking to liberal voters, or most of us aren't talking to liberal voters. What are we doing? We're retweeting everybody else's tweet to each other, to our groups. You hear all the time, you're preaching to the choir. Well, guess what? We expect the choir members to go out and share the information, not lead the choir off and then go down and sit in the pews. Oh yeah, my father was a preacher, so the analogy I'm using, the church thing, yeah. We don't want the choir members to leave the choir loft to go sit down in the pews and not go anywhere. We're preaching to you now. Damn it, go out and get some more liberal choir members. Bring them on the inside. There are liberal people out there that want change. They want change. They're tired of going outside of their house and looking and seeing the same damn thing every day. Every day. They're seeing the same thing every day. Neighborhood is messed up. It's dirty, drug filled. Police have to be called because Junebug just shot Juju down the street, and now nobody wants to talk and say anything. People are tired of seeing their neighborhoods run down with drugs. And most of those cities are run by Democrats. Let's see. I craps poop a lot. Okay. I know what your name says, but I ain't gonna say it right here. What's the most rewarding part of doing this show? I get emails from individuals, not only in the United States of America. I get emails from people that live outside the United States of America. And you can email me at wayne.dupree@rsbn.tv. wayne.dupree@rsbn.tv. But I get emails from many people saying, you know what, I watched your show. Some people are emotional, made me cry when you talked about certain things. Some people are happy. Dude, I'm happy what you're doing. Thank you, man. I finally found something else that we could watch. Some people are want to make a suggestion. Those are the funny ones. Well, not really funny. Not really funny. But, you know, hey, y'all need to turn that down, or y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. Hey, I take all my emails. The most rewarding part is hearing from the people that watch the show, because y'all let us know that we're reaching inside of your YouTube, of your Roku, whatever. We're reaching you, and then you are sharing it with other people, and then other people are coming in and watching it too. That's the most rewarding part of doing this. What are you? This is from Woo8, WOUATE. What is the most disgusted? What are you the most disgusted about going on in the United States of America? I'm most disgusted with the liberals media controlling what people say and do. That's what I'm most disgusted with. I mean, there's so much, but Congress wouldn't be able to get away with what they are getting away with if the media was on point. The president wouldn't be able to get away with what he got away with if the media was calling him out. This is not the media of your grandparents. This is not the media that protects us. Right now, it's a personal thing. It's a media that they're all in for themselves. They all think that, and ever since they started putting them in movies, you remember that? Back in the day, they used to just hire people to do news, to be the news in movies, you know, to be journalists and stuff like that. And now they use the real people. I'm tired of watching Anderson Cooper's ass in a movie. I don't want to see Joy Reid in a movie. I don't want to see Bill O'Reilly in a movie. Hollywood, I mean, they have become stars. Instead of keepers of the flame, they have become stars, which has hurt the American people, because now the American people who need to know the truth. And I'm not going to say that the media ever really gave the truth 100%, but the media back in the day used to give a whole lot more truth than we don't get no truth now. We don't get no truth now from the media. The media disgusts me more than anything right now. And it's time for you to become the new media with us. It's time for you to start fighting back. It's time for you to create a blog. It's time for you to create a podcast. You can do it. I don't know how many times it took me to start a blog. It probably took me like 13, 14 times until I finally, Specialized 17 says, thank you for your service. Disney 08 says, thank you for all your hard work. Cremation flavored gum, what in the heck? Says, hi, Wayne, thanks for being here. Can you please elaborate on what's being released that is worse than the Podesta emails? The James O'Keefe video is probably worse than the Podesta emails. Because basically that's video. On my radio show a couple of weeks ago, before all these emails came out, we knew that the emails were coming out. And I said on my radio show, I was like, listen, you can dump all those emails you want on everybody, and you're gonna have some oohs and ahs. But will it stick? No. Will liberals read them? No. Why? Because it's almost like the scandals that the Clintons went through and the Obama has gone through. The more you see, the more you get immune to the effect. How many of you really are reading these emails anymore? You're hearing about bits and pieces on the news, but how many of you really are going to search to see what's in the emails? Because every day is another 2,000, another 4,000, another 2,000, 10,000, 4,000, Project Veritas's video is something that will resonate. Project Veritas's video, and it's bad in a way because America doesn't read anymore. So, but it is audiovisual. And I really think that what is in that 13, 14-minute video is going to wake up a lot of people. And if you, on Twitter and Facebook, if you take that video and you start putting it on these liberal blogs and you start putting it on these websites and start tweeting out with liberal hashtags, you start putting that video in there. And some people are going to watch it. Don't expect everybody to watch it, because if you expect everybody to watch it and less than 2% watch it, then you're going to think that you're a complete failure. Don't go in thinking that everybody is going to watch it, because it's not going to happen. But at least you will be doing something instead of just tweeting to your boys or your girls. Girl, did you see what's that going to do? It's going to make you and your partner angry. Tweet it to them. Send Facebook messages to liberals. Go on liberal boards. Until you get kicked off, you keep sharing that thing. Let's see. Based Florida Bro says, what's juicier, today's FBI docs or today's Podesta emails? What's juicier, today's FBI docs or today's email or Podesta's emails? Podesta's emails. Now, I know just a while ago I just said that nobody really reads them, but me being in the news and doing the radio show, some of that stuff in the emails is damning too. Like Chelsea Clinton, and I keep going back to that one. Because I think that that's a whole lot bigger than what a whole lot of people are want to give it. Chelsea Clinton found some discrepancies in the financials of the Clinton Foundation. So what did she do? She initiated an internal investigation. I am surprised that Webb Hubbell's daughter is still alive. She had the audacity to create an internal investigation, went out and got a friend to be in charge of it. But guess what happened? Based on the emails. That friend got offered another job for a lot of money and took it. Now, doesn't that sound gangster? Doesn't that sound like somebody made him an offer he couldn't refuse? But she also did something else. She told a Bush twin. That's right, George W. Bush, he has 2 daughters, twins. She told a Bush twin about what she found. And what did the Bush twin do? She told a Republican operative, Chelsea found some stuff wrong with the Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation is at the base of almost everything. Hutch Bailey says it all the time. Cambry Nelson says it all the time. It's at the base of a whole lot of stuff. And not only did she find discrepancies in the Clinton Foundation, she found it in the Clinton Global Initiative. And one of the emails that came out over the weekend or today or whatnot, the people have been calling her a backstabber. That's right. Liberals are calling Chelsea Clinton a backstabber. All right. Trump SRB. All right. Question. What is your opinion on bombing of Yugoslavia, Serbia in 1999? What is your opinion on the Confederate flag? And do you browse the Donald in your free time? First question, 1999. Let's see. What's that number? 1999. I was out of the military. I know what happened. I really don't have an opinion on it because I don't remember the specifics. So that's my answer to that one. What is your opinion of the Confederate flag? It's a flag. I don't care about the flag. I really don't. I mean, if it's flying, if it's well, actually, no. Okay, my opinion is it's a loser's flag. They lost. They're 0-1. Matter of fact, they disbanded the team after the loss. So, I mean, you know, if they want to fly a flag, it really don't do nothing to me. Just don't put your hands on me. But the flag don't mean nothing to me. The only flag that means anything to me is Stars and Stripes. Red, white, and blue, baby. Do you browse the Donald in your free time? I do browse the Donald. I also drop stories from my website at WayneDupree.com. I drop stories on there, and it's and I think everybody should go there. I think everybody should go to Reddit, the Donald, _Donald, and subscribe to it. It's a lot of it's a huge community, and they support Donald Trump, and they've been supporting Donald Trump for a while now, which is great, which is really great. Right now, you're watching I'm getting ready to say the Wayne Dupree Show again. The Wayne Dupree Show will be live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, we're doing the AMA Reddit. I'm taking questions from. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take some questions from YouTube too. From Pookie. What's up, Pookie? In the RSBN chat room. Do you think, Wayne, if Hillary wins, the war with Russia will become real? No. No, I don't. Well, I mean, it also depends on what type of war you're talking about. I mean, I don't think that I don't think there'll be bodies. If you're talking about cyber warfare, I mean, if you talk about smiling Joe Biden, as dumb as he is, can y'all believe Joe Biden went on Meet the Press and was like, so the United States has been hit by, some cyber stuff. Is the United States going to hit back? And what did Joe Biden do? It's coming. They're going to feel it. I know I shouldn't be telling you this, but we're going to kick some ass. How stupid can you be? How stupid? You're going to get out there and tell people what you're planning on doing? Donald Trump has told you from the get-go, y'all talk too damn much. Y'all talk too damn much. And then, and you know, I got to go back against George W. Bush too. Stop embedding these talk show hosts when you go to war. Brian Williams was on the tank before they hit Baghdad. This is Brian Williams. We're driving up to Baghdad. I'm embedded in the on this Humvee, and we're almost there. We can see it. Turn the camera. We can see Baghdad. That's right. We're coming over there, and we're getting ready to destroy the things that are in there. You got it on camera? Really? Come on, Dad. But this is Brian Williams, and we are in Baghdad. That's some stupid stuff. Our government and our media is stupid, man. Whatever. What was that? Hexaz work, I think, 20 minutes ago. Hello, Wayne. My question is, what is the number one thing you dislike about the Democratic Party in 2016? I'll tell you what I hate about the Democratic Party, period. I hate that they have created a system of dependency to keep minorities bound and down. You can't be a successful minority under the liberal system. You can't be a successful minority under the liberal system because they're always going to be tapping you and taking what you got. Now, yes, you do have millionaires who have gotten above the system. They don't need the system anymore. Okay, I'm talking about minorities that are stuck under the system. They can't. There's no way you can become successful if you're always depending on somebody. That's what I hate about the Democratic Party. They have set up a system in place to keep minorities bound by their dependency programs. That's Lyndon Baines Johnson, their thing. Heaven Sword, hey Wayne, been listening to your show for the past few months. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Doombot HS. Does it frustrate you that fellow African Americans blindly follow Democratic candidates? Here's the thing. I'm frustrated that all minorities follow Democratic candidates. It's not just the black community. It's the white community. It's the Latino community, Jews, Catholics, whatever. I am frustrated that they look on Republicans. Now, I'm not saying that Republicans are pure. I'm not saying, but I'll tell you this: if you haven't gone out and seen, if you haven't gone out to see Dinesh D'Souza's Hillary's America, if you haven't gone out to see that, no Republican ever owned a slave throughout history. No Republican ever owned a slave. That was huge. That was huge to watch. And to see minorities, including white minorities, follow the Democratic Party blindly. The Democratic Party has stolen the Republican history, and the Republicans let them do it. If you go to the Democratic website, they will say that they have always been for African American rights, or they have been in front of civil rights. No, they haven't. Most of the legislation that was passed for blacks was passed by Republicans, Republican president and Republican Congresses. Is that easy? Well, the party switched. No, they didn't. Well, the idea switched. No, they didn't. The Democrats just found a better way and a slicker way to keep minorities in line in place. Dependency programs. If there was a movie a while ago called Claudine. If you haven't seen it, maybe you should. It has Diane Carroll and James Earl Jones. She was a mom, a single mom, with about 7 or 8 kids. She met a man, loved a man, and he couldn't do what he wanted to do for her because whatever he did, it would have hurt her getting money from the government. Yeah, that's right. They made a movie about it. It was a drama comedy. It was in the 70s, I think. It might even be in the 60s. It's in color, but it's a real good movie. They even had the social worker knocking on the door, asking her questions. Has a man visited you? Has a man visited you this week? Has a man given you any utilities? Has a man been living here? Because in real life, these social workers would ask these questions, and if found out that a man was in the house, your government benefits stopped. Same thing in the movie. Hollywood made a movie about it, and the context of the movie went over everybody's head. The context of the movie about welfare and getting away from welfare. There was even a song that was like, Mr. Welfare Man, stay away from me. And the context of that. So to answer that, yes, it does it more than frustrates me that African Americans blindly follow Democratic. It frustrates me that a lot of minorities follow Democratic candidates. Drone Colorado says, "Hey Wayne, glad you got it figured out. What implications do you think the current WikiLeaks Assange situation has for the Hillary campaign and the DNC?" Well, that depends on you, doesn't it? That depends on you. That depends on everybody that's watching this right now. Whatever you do from this point on tonight, if you take my advice and you start sharing that WikiLeaks information to liberals, using their hashtags, using their websites, using everything until you get kicked off of their websites because you're sharing that stuff, then again, people are going to click on it. The nature of humans is a curious one. Some of us, man, I don't want to hear all that. But most of us like, man, what is this? And they click on it. So whatever y'all do tonight after this, that's how you tell what the implications are going to be. I mean, that's based on what y'all do from this point on. I Eat You One says, when did you start supporting Trump? What was the moment that turned you on to him? 1989. I liked Trump ever since 1989. When I saw him, when he was bigger than life, a young guy, billionaire, a real high millionaire, larger than life. I remember, larger than life. And at the time, I was with the Democrat Party, so, I didn't even know what the Democratic Party was. My mom and my father were Democrats, so I watched what he did with Jesse Jackson. And I watched what he did with Al Sharpton at the time. He helped. He gave them money for their programs to help blacks. Yeah, I know. Funny, huh? Media says he's racist. What can I tell you? But it was 1989 is when I started liking him. And when he got into the race, I still liked him. But my first choices were Governor Scott Walker and Rick Perry because they were governors. They were governors of their state. And I think a governor is better than a senator because governors are ready on day one. Senators have to learn how to, where governors already know how to. And when they got out of the race, then I was like, okay, All right. So I like Ted Cruz. I like Mark. Well, I was, no, I wasn't even on the fence.
Searching crime, cut taxes and regulation, end Common Core, create millions of jobs.
What helped move me from Ted Cruz is Ted Cruz followers. And, you know, I say this time and time again, Ted Cruz had two kind of supporters. He had supporters and he had followers. Supporters I could get with. I'm fine with supporters. Followers, couldn't do it. Because the followers, where they claim that the Trump people were praising him and acting like he was the second coming of Jesus, that's the same thing that the followers did for Ted Cruz. He couldn't do any wrong. There was nothing that he did wrong, and as long as he preached and everything, there was nothing he could do wrong. I had questions for stuff that I was finding out. And just as soon as I said something about it, I was told I wasn't conservative anymore. I was told that I wasn't a Christian anymore, and I was like, wait a minute. We all been on the same side now. All of a sudden, because I have questions about somebody, you gonna throw me down like that? Hell, we've been going after Barack Obama for about 7 months because he was a first-term senator with no experience of executive position. We've been going after him. And then you're going to tell me, because I got questions about a first-term senator with no experience, and just because he says I love Jesus, you want me to pick him? No. Nope. Let's see. Definitely right says nothing to ask, but Wayne, love the show. I stream it every chance I get. Let me go over here to my Facebook side. Techno Komodo says, Dupree, you're my boy. Bad Kitty says, Black Americans need to understand that voting on the Democratic ticket is voting for slave masters. They are being played again. Kendall says, I've never heard you address the issue of vote and election authenticity. What do you think of MSN meme this weekend about it? I'm not sure I saw the meme. I haven't seen the meme. Sorry about that. I have not seen the meme. Let's see. A Trash Man on AMA says, hi, Wayne. Why did you decide to become a patriot? It's in the blood, baby. It's in the blood. I was born on the eastern shore of Maryland. 5 miles away from where I was born, Harriet Tubman was born. Maybe 7 miles away from where I was raised up. Harriet Tubman was born. That way. And maybe 17 or 18 miles that way, Frederick Douglass was born. So I was born in the middle. Now, I don't know. I mean, you know, maybe it's in the water. But, you know, my favorite civil rights hero is Harriet Tubman. Over everybody. Well, is it because she's a woman? No. But it's because she tried to free people. I mean, she actually tried to free people. With a bounty over her head, she tried to free people. And she kept going back and forth. She kept going back and forth. Her life was in jeopardy, and she kept on taking people and free and getting them to a point where they were free. She literally did it. Female. I love her. I love her. Yeah. Kyle412 says, welcome, Wayne. Big fan and Navy vet. Glad you are here to help make America great again. Hey, I like that. I like that. Thank you. Yes, Canadian. Hey, Wayne, would you rather fight one Donald Trump-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized Donald Trumps? I'm not fighting Donald Trump either way, because Donald Trump, he's a winner. And I want to be on his side. Fest of West says, Wayne, I've heard a lot about you, but never tried your show. Should I be ashamed? What the hell is wrong with you, man? You don't know how to turn on YouTube? You don't know how to turn on Spreaker? I'm going to remember you. like Full Metal Jacket. I'll be watching you. Let's see. R. Paul Cuckington. Okay. How can Trump supporters reach out to black folks and undo some of the misconceptions they have about Trump and Republicans in general? Is it just through guys like you? Would a black presidential candidate make a difference? You know, that's a good question, but it's a real easy question because I've said this time again too. How many of you have really tried to go up and talk to a black person about politics? And if you do, how many of you know what to say? Most of you have not. And that includes the people that are supposed to be experts on TV. You know, your Jonah Goldbergs and all that. The experts that come on TV to go after Donald Trump, you ain't never seen them in a black neighborhood. And I ain't talking about the black ones, I'm talking about the white ones. You know, they get on there and very easily talk about what makes black communities work and what's going to change. And they don't know. They don't know. Just like these polls, how many blacks are going to support Donald Trump? They don't know. They don't know. They don't call those Obama phones and ask people. They don't call the black community and ask people, are you going to support? They don't do that. They probably take a number off the wall. You need to start talking to people. And I've said this before, you really don't need to throw your party affiliation out there to begin talking to anybody. Because if you do, you're going to put up a wall. Right? People don't want to talk about Republican or Democrat or conservative or liberal. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. What they want is somebody who understands their problems. I live paycheck to paycheck. You live paycheck to paycheck. Man, this country is screwed up. Yeah, I know. What do you think about it? We're going to hell in a handbasket unless we get those people out of D.C., move them out and put some more people in. Well, you know what? I agree with you. And you know what? There's a certain program, we usually come together and, we talk about things and we just want to make a difference. We just want to make a difference. That's how you talk. I remember talking to Reince Priebus last time I was in D.C. And I told him, I was like, listen, you want the black vote? I told him straight in that they had a media time with the chairman. I said, you really want to win the black vote? Why don't you start putting out some commercials about the Republican Party being the family party again? The party of the family. And then start putting some commercials up there with black people in it, with Latinos in it. And I know I'm saying colors right now because I'm not. That's just the way things are. Okay, that's just the way things are. But I said, you want to win their vote, then you have to show that you start caring about this stuff. They used to send me votes to put on my website. I used to put it on. I would look at them, and if I didn't like them, I would send them back. There was one time when they sent a video and it didn't have no blacks, it didn't have no Latinos in it. And I sent it back to them. I'm like, I'm not putting this in. I'm not sharing this. You trying to reach people for an election, but you don't have the minorities in it? This is why people don't want to. This is the box that the Democrats have put you in. That's why I said the Republicans, they don't know how to fight. Donald Trump knows how to fight. I've said this before too. If you want to beat a Democrat, you gotta act like one. You can't be acting like if you have a bulldog and you have a poodle, that poodle is gonna get his ass whooped. But if you have a bulldog versus a bulldog, it's on then. Donald Trump is our bulldog. Donald Trump is finally what the Republicans have been talking about, well, what some of the Republicans have been talking about for a long time. We need somebody who's going to be tough, that isn't going to run from a fight. And Donald Trump hasn't run. He hasn't run from anything. Let's see. The Mad Hatter TF2 says, hey, Wayne, what kind of state do you think the mainstream media is in if they had to resort to such devious allegations against Trump, but brush away decades of allegations against the Clintons? Oh, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. The media is living on borrowed time right now. CNN is living on borrowed. They need Hillary Clinton to win. Their ratings are already gone down, but they need Hillary Clinton to win because they are so implicated in those emails. It's not even funny. They're also implicated in Project Veritas's video. The media, and I don't know if you noticed this, but the media has been over the past couple of days, the media has been saying or trying to debunk the rigging or debunk that they are playing along with the Clinton campaign. They've been kind of laughing at it, trying to play it off. They're not playing it off for us. We already know. It's in the emails. Many of those people were, many of those people went to meetings. It's documented. Went to meetings with Hillary Clinton staffers and whatnot. You know, they little drink on Friday afternoon. CNN, ABC, CBS. Oh yeah, we know these things. We know that you're a part, and they need Hillary Clinton to win, so that they won't, so that they'll have another life. Because right now they're on the lifeline. Their political days really are over because of us. Mainstream media is dead. You know how my big brother talks about how journalism dead? Journalism isn't dead. The mainstream media is dead. James O'Keefe is doing a great job as a journalist. WikiLeaks, what they're doing is also a great job. And you have more journalists out there that are making names for themselves. I'm happy about it. I really am. WDBJ87 says, do you not believe O'Keefe's video this morning should be literally everywhere? In your opinion, why do you not think it isn't? It's not. I heard James talking to Sean Hannity, as a matter of fact. And Sean Hannity basically said, well, no, James said to Sean, the reason why the media can't show it is because the media's in it. The media's in it. So the media can't show it. It's up on us. We had to put it on our website. It's on my website at WayneDupree.com. It's on my Facebook page. It's on any type of page that I got. It's on. I shared it on Twitter, and also put liberal hashtags on it too. Believe me, if I tell you to use liberal hashtags, I'm definitely going to use it myself. Got some more questions here. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I really do. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this AMA. It looks good. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I want to thank everybody, and I hope that those that are on AMA are okay with the video and me answering questions like this. Pen O.R. Pal from Canada says, ever been attacked for your support of Trump? Is fat meat greasy? Yeah. I've been attacked by conservatives more so than I have liberals. The liberals, when I do my periscopes, that's when the liberals really come at me. But they're easy to get rid of. The conservatives say that they don't support. They're jumping on me, telling me that I don't have principles anymore. Okay. Okay. They voted for Romney. He was moderate. He wasn't a conservative. As a matter of fact, he was the one that created the health care up in Massachusetts that the Democrats and Republicans up there agreed to. But that wasn't for the country, even though Barack Obama made it for the country. But the same thing that Barack Obama did for the nation, Mitt Romney did it up in Massachusetts, and they still voted for him. It's not principles for them. It's personal. It's personal because they wanted their guy. They wanted Ted Cruz to be their candidate. And real quick, and then I'm going to jump on another question. The reason why Ted Cruz did not make it is because a lot of Ted Cruz supporters and Rubio supporters decided that they were going to attack Donald Trump personally. They did not do their candidate justice, and they are angry. They are angry. So they put the blame on Donald Trump. They called him names. They wrote stories that nobody but the people in their own group read. They did not help their candidate. While many of you were
How do you do that? And think of it. Nobody made a big deal. Nobody even knows about it. She got the questions in advance.
People get tired of the personal attacks like that.
Can you imagine? No. Can you imagine if Donald Trump got the questions in advance? You know what they did?
Well, you shouldn't have said nothing then. Why aren't you talking about your own candidate? Why aren't you telling the world how great your candidate is going to be?
Where's Diane Hendricks?
Why aren't you telling? Why aren't you telling everybody how great your candidate can help minorities and things like that?
And think of it. Nobody made a big deal. Nobody even knows about it. She got the questions in advance to essentially a debate. Can you imagine? No. Can you imagine if Donald Trump got the questions?
Hello, Wayne. Thank you for fighting for a good fight. I believe the lack of positive male role models, particularly fathers in the home, creates many of the problems we see. I blame this largely on Democratic policy and liberal minimizing. Do you believe the same? And if so, how can people be convinced that Democratic policies and liberal thinking are the true institutional racism? Thanks in advance. Good luck moving the message forward. You take the black men out of the home and the home falls down. The Democrats have been doing this for a long time. The Democrats put in a system that took the black man out of the home. And they've been doing it for eons. The government stepped in place of the father, so the children think that the government is daddy. And that's been going on for a while now too. Then the Clintons in the 90s decide, well, we're going to put a whole lot of these black men in jail. Well, he was jaywalking 20 years. Well, he was carrying a bag that looked like cocaine. Life. Clintons did that. Republicans didn't do that. Clintons did it. And now Hillary Clinton is talking about jail terms. Your husband was the one that set up the program, and now all of a sudden you're talking about jail terms? Ain't nobody gonna forget all that. Y'all took the black man out of the home, and now all of a sudden you want to take him out of jail, but you can't put him in the home. Democrats, man. Democrats, they try to get away with everything. Jeez. They try to get away with everything. But it's up to us. It's up to us. And I know, some of y'all get tired of, we got to fight. But you do have to fight. The election is in 3 weeks. Damn it, we got to fight. We got to fight, ladies and gentlemen. You got look. Sean Hannity said it the best way. The polls say that we 5 points down. Act like it. Scratch, claw, do whatever you got to do. The nation is in your hands. Each one of you out there right now, each one of you, the nation is in your hands right now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are you gonna fight? Or are you just gonna talk about fighting? Let's see. Where are we? Okay, Konstantin Leandros. Looks like the United States military, Marine Corps. What do you think the most important points Trump can bring out at the next debate? Konstantin, the answer to that question is, what is the meaning of life? It is so vast, all the stuff that he could bring out. But he needs to go back. I think he needs to really hit points of illegal immigration. He also has to hit on a positive message of what he wants to do for the American people, everybody in America, for the future. I know Hillary Clinton is going to come out personal because that's basically what she's been doing the first two debates. She doesn't want to talk about the issues. She wants to talk about Donald Trump. She wants to tear him down in front of TV, in front of a national audience, to make him look like some type of chump, and he's not. Donald Trump is fighting his ass off. He is not some type of chump. He is a man. He's an alpha male. He's a man. He's a leader, and that's something that this country hasn't had in a long time. I mean, if you look at Barack Obama, if you look at him or it over the last 7.5 years, the country basically, you take on the persona of your leader. And right now, the country is weak. It's weak. The country is weak. The country's not strong. The country is weak. We aren't great. Hillary Clinton says, he's trying to say we're not great. Well, we're not great. Nobody fears this country like they used to, because Barack Obama has made it so. Nobody asked for that damn fundamental transformation. Nobody asked for a fundamental transformation. All right. I was in the military, and it still gets me to this point that transgenders can serve. There, I said it. Because I'm a military guy. And it really pisses me off that now you can go in the military and get a sex change operation, and the government will pay for it. Y'all didn't hear about that? Desert 2142. Hi, Wayne. This is Jared D. When Trump is president, I believe he'll have to bypass the state-run media most of the time. Will this finally crush the old media? Jared, you know what? Actually, Barack Obama passed the state-run media, and they weren't happy with it. If you look back over the last 7.5 years, Barack Obama went around, he still talked to him, but he went around the mainstream media, and they didn't like it. As a matter of fact, I think he locked them out a few times, and they didn't like it. But he was given voices to like podcasts and different things like that. I think Donald Trump could continue that. As a matter of fact, I think Donald Trump will be more active on Twitter and Facebook than any other president in history. I'm talking about even Barack Obama. He has the audience to do it. And if he wants to get something out, he gets something out. As long as he doesn't give out secrets, he is going to be on hands as the president. Will it crush the media? Old media? Oh, they're doing that job by themselves. they're doing that job by themselves. They're crushing their own life. Like I said before, they're living on borrowed time. The mainstream media is living on borrowed time. It's only a matter of time, and that's why they want Hillary Clinton to be elected, so that they get more time. Because nobody's watching them anymore. The ratings are going down. People are boycott this, boycott Bacon Keller, boycott CNN, boycott CBS, boycott Chris Matthews. Who else you going to boycott? The numbers are going down. Their numbers are going down. The new media numbers are going up, and the new media is being attacked by government. And some people are getting their shows taken off the air. Some people are getting, how we monetize these things. And if you want to contribute to the Wayne Dupree Show, you can go to WayneDupree.com/donate. WayneDupree.com/donate. But they're stopping shows like this from monetizing themselves to make money, to fund their operations, equipment, and different things like that. The government is doing that, so it puts the ball back in the mainstream media's court. But once that door is open, the mainstream media is over. It's over. Let's see. Gators 544. Wayne, do you support the Second Amendment? And what do you think Clinton will do to the Second Amendment? Well, if you look at James O'Keefe's video, she's talking about using executive order to take a lot of the bite out of the Second Amendment. I am for the Second Amendment. As a matter of fact, when I was in the military, and I got a quick story to tell you about that one. My father didn't like guns. My father didn't support. My father didn't like guns. So when I went to the military, I was supposed to go in under a cardiopulmonary respiratory specialist. That's what my job was supposed to be, a cardiopulmonary respiratory specialist. And they didn't tell me that you have a test at the end of basic training, a written test, and I hate written tests. I do. So I failed it. I failed the test, but I passed it a couple weeks later. But I lost my job, so they had me become a security policeman. Now, they gave us, they took us all into a room, and they had the police, the law enforcement people in there, and the commander came in there, and he said, well, listen, if there's ever a war, you are the first ones to go. I was like, oh, man, what in the hell did I just get into? And if you can't accept that, then you go in the back and you talk to the counselor, and then we'll find something for you. So I got up and I went to go talk to the counselor. My religion says I can't kill nobody. So I got to talk to the counselor, and the counselor took me into his office, closed the door. He was like, listen, I'm not telling you this. Okay? I'm not telling you this. But they're going to send you to the gun range. Don't qualify. Don't qualify. Whatever you do, don't qualify. So they sent me to the gun range, Gators 544. Day one, I didn't qualify. I thought that was it, Gators 544. Then they sent me back on day two. They corrected my sights, cleaned the gun. I still didn't qualify, but I was surprised that they sent me back, and I thought they were going to find me another job. Gators 544, they sent me back 7 times, 7 days in a row. I hope you realize that I was starting to get better. I mean, I knew what I was doing. I knew, man, I could have been in Dodge City. I could have took on the ERPs as good as I was getting. So on the last day of qualifications, I told the guy, I was like, well, they had a couple other teachers in back of me. They had the person in charge of the whole thing in back of me, and they were watching me. And I was like, oh man, I may as well get it done. And I went in and got it done, but it still wasn't enough. I think I needed 335, and I think I got 308. But when it came time, when I went to my first duty station, to qualify for a gun, man. Hey, I'm gonna hit 2 10s and a 9. Pop, pop, pop. We went down there, looked at the target. It was 2 10s and a 9. He was like, man, you're good. I was like, yeah, you don't know. So I got a ribbon for that. And then we had to do it with the M16. I got an expert on that one. So now I had 11 ribbons when I left the military. I had 11 ribbons when I left the military. I had a major. We were standing at attention one time. And you know those movies where the generals have all these ribbons and stuff? Well, I had 11. 3, 3, 3, and 2. And the major only had 1. And the major was going through looking at us. He looked at me, he looked up and down, he looked at my ribbons, and then he went down, and then he came back. He looked at me, he was like, how are you wearing all those ribbons, Airman? I said, sir, I earned them. And then he left. Come to find out, he found out who I was, and he went to go check to make sure that I was supposed to be wearing those 11 ribbons, because you can get in trouble if you aren't if you wear ribbons that you aren't that you didn't earn, you can get in trouble. So, and I left the military as a sergeant. As a matter of fact, I was one of the last sergeants in the United States Air Force. Our professional military class was the last class that handed out the rank sergeant before they did away with them. Because now you don't have the rank of sergeant. It goes from senior airman to staff sergeant. But I was able to get the rank of sergeant before I got out of the military, which is cool. I went in, Sergeant Dupree, finally got that, No, but I do believe in the Second Amendment. I do. I. No real question. Just wanted to hear you try to say my name on video. Okay. It's just like 20 eyes on there. Just doing great things from New York says, I'm surprised Webb Hubbell's daughter is still alive. Yeah, me too. Especially after that internal investigation. Political Poe says, yo, Wayne, for the love of God, take down some of the ads on your site or get a more mobile friendly design. It's literally clickbait, and I cannot view the actual content anymore. Love the show, bro. Keep it going. Those ads are on there. If it's your first time going to it, then you will see the ads. If you are a regular person going to my website, you won't see the ads. Those things are basically a one-time thing if you don't clear the cookies out of your phone. Mobilely, it's a one-stop shop. Now, let me tell you the reason why they're there. Is because I'm not owned by any corporations. I really don't get that many donations. We get some, and that's why, if you want to contribute, you can go to WayneDupree.com/donate. WayneDupree.com/donate. You can make a one-time contribution or a recurring contribution on a monthly basis. But those ads help me put food on the table for my family. So until I get a sponsor or until we get to a place where we don't need them, they have to be there. But if you come there a whole lot more regularly, you won't see them. And actually, I've gone to many websites that are out there, and they say the same. I've seen what you say. It's been put on theirs too, like the Daily Caller and other websites like that there are too many ads on there. Well, those ads also take care of the writers and take care of the people that write content for that website. And I know I do 7, 8 stories a day. And then I try to drive people to see my opinion, because I try to hold the liberal side accountable. And if not, I try to call the liberals out on my website, because there are websites out there, but right now, there are a few websites, conservative websites, they call them conservative, that are attacking Donald Trump nonstop. And Donald Trump is my candidate, so I'm going to fight for him tooth and nail. So that's what you're going to get when you go to my website. I'm calling out Hillary all day long. You know, I'm giving props to Kellyanne Conway. I'm giving props to the surrogates for the Donald Trump campaign for hanging in there against the liberal media. Those ads are to help me try to take care of my family. Now, if you want to sponsor me for a month or so, and you want to take care of that, I'll be happy to take them off. But just understand, believe me, that I'm not doing them for punishment. I'm doing them to survive. Let me see. Nothing much, Hutch. What got you into Trump in the first place, and what's your favorite policy? What's your favorite policy of his? Trump, just the way that he stood up against the media, the way that he didn't back down against the media. I've seen Republican candidates over the last few elections that have fell prey to the media, that walk away from the media, that can stand up to the media criticism. And I knew Trump was not going to be that type of guy. Trump has been able to stand up against the regular media and fight back. And I love that. I do. I love that. And it really pisses him off. It pisses off the media that they can't control this guy. They want him to apologize. They want him to be sorry about so many things. They want to turn him into a girly girl. And Trump is like, I ain't having it. No, I'm not. No, I'm apologizing to you. I'm not falling into that trap. No, I'm not going to be no girl. So, I mean, that's what I really like about him. I really like. And you say, what's your favorite policy? Honestly, I really like the wall. I like the very first thing. The wall. And the reason why I say that is because many of these illegals are taking jobs from many minorities. Yeah, I know. Well, minorities aren't going to do the job. No, they'll do the job. They will do the job. You start cutting those food stamps. You start cutting that program and telling people to get out there and work. They'll go out and work. Bringing back jobs to the United States of America, I believe he can do it. I want to see it, but I believe he can do it. Because that's what he does. He creates jobs. I want to see him create jobs, and I want to see that wall built. Those are the things. And then, I mean, it's so much. It's so much. It's so much that I want to see him do. And these things I do like. Beesfield says, do you think DNC dirty tricks will win Hillary the election, or will they ironically lose her the election? I think that Hillary Clinton is going to lose this election in a landslide, because the media keeps polling people that they know. They won't go out and poll people that they don't know. There's a lot of people out there that the media hasn't even touched. There's a lot of people out there that have gotten to the point that they're tired of the media and they don't care about what they're talking about, and they are going to vote the way that they want to. They're tired of the media telling them who to vote for, so they're just going to do it the way that they want to. And that's just the way it is, and it's going to work. Donald Trump is going to win this thing by a landslide, but the damage that the media is doing to him, will he be able to govern? Because now you have Republicans and Democrats on both sides fighting the guy. So will he be able to govern? They're trying to take him down. They're trying to take down his reputation and trying to destroy him that way. Will he be able to govern And that's why I'm glad that he left Jeff Sessions in the Senate. Because he has an ally now in the Senate. Hopefully Jeff Sessions can become the new majority leader. Die Caesar says, how do you wake people up? People seem so resistant to having the world shattered. I think I touched on this a little bit earlier, Caesar. People are tired of living in a system that is not helping them. And most of you already know how to get out of that system, or not even to go into that system. But you need to start talking to people. People don't talk to each other anymore. They don't. They really don't talk to each other anymore. They don't understand each other. They don't talk to each other. It's a communication thing. It's a communication thing. And you have to learn how to talk to people, and you have to learn how to express, use your inner passion. You know, when Democrats put out these commercials to run for office, I was passionate. They know how to reach the liberal voter's heart. Rubio might be able to do it next time, but Van Jones a couple years ago said that he was worried about Rubio because Rubio was a full package. And actually, Rubio is a full package. It's just that he got caught up in the Gang of Eight and didn't know how to get out of it. But when you have somebody that can get up there, and Donald Trump has it too. When you get up when you get up there and you're able to connect with the American people, and you're able to give a passionate speech, that when those people leave, they feel what you just said. You got something. You got something. And not only feel what you just said, but the next day want to do something about it. Then you got something. Trump Truther says, hi, Wayne, do you think Trump will win, or is it still can win? Oh, Trump's going to win. Trump's going to win. Major Voice says, hey, Wayne, hope you're having a good day. What do you say to the people voting third party or writing a name in this selection? I say they're cowards. They're cowards. They're saying that they're going to do that on principle, but it's not principle. It's personal. It's not principle. It's personal, because they aren't thinking about their country. They aren't thinking about their country. Well, Wayne, you can no, they aren't thinking about their country. A third party is not going to work.
Thank you.
You don't start a third party during an election. If so many of these people were if these people were so that wanted a third party, if they were so legit, then they would have started it back in 2012, the day after Romney lost. Everybody wants to talk about third party this and third party that, but they don't want to start nothing. And then you tell me you're going to write somebody's name in there on election day? Man, get the hell out of here with that crap. Sue Young 210 from New Jersey says, what states might surprise during the general election? You know what? I don't know, Sue Young. Maybe all of them. Maybe all of them. No question. IDYL from New York says, no questions. Just wanted to say I appreciate your work. Thank you. Stuff Things from the USA says, can you give us a hint about what you guys are expecting to happen Wednesday after the debate? You mean Thursday after the debate, right? The media is probably going to bring something else out after Donald Trump. They're probably going to bring something else that they've been hiding. And Donald Trump is going to take it and use it for, he'll fix it. He'll fix it his way. Katika's account says, how cool is it that Wayne is doing the MAA? Hey, believe me, I think it's real cool. I mean, I like this. We need to do it again. Independent Bystander says, greetings, Mr. Dupree. Shout out from the late night crew. All right. Hey, thanks so much for visiting us. I love your show and RSBN. Keep up the good work. Let me see. Anonymous special. Do people in people in your community support Trump? I think you're saying, do I know people in my community that support Trump? Yes, I do know people that support Trump. I can walk in a store with this on and nobody say anything. Now, I have seen white people wear this hat and get beat up, but I can walk in a black neighborhood and wear this and nobody say anything. They'll look, but they won't say anything. And honestly, I welcome the discussion. Why do you support him? Because I want a job. I want things to be a whole lot better than where they are right now. What in the hell do I have to lose? Gators 544, another one. Okay, do you think Paul Ryan is supporting Clinton? Yeah, like a coward. In a way, he is. Because if he's going to come out and do that to Donald Trump, yeah, he isn't helping Trump with that. He isn't helping Trump with coming out publicly and saying that. You know, if Ryan did this privately, it'd probably respect him a whole lot more. But him doing it publicly, he's doing it to hurt Donald Trump, which means he's giving a leg up, or he's trying to give a leg up to Hillary Clinton. But we'll take care of Paul Ryan right after the election. Like John Kasich said, you bet dollars to donuts Ryan to get his after the election. He didn't want to be speaker anyway. Yeah, we'll fix that right after the election. Medically says, do you think Hillary actually cares about the black community at all? No, she does not. No, she does not. Fantastic Celtic. Wayne, how's it feeling being an awesome patriot influencer of open minds? I don't know. I don't know. All I do, and I'm getting ready to wrap this up, and we're getting ready to do our radio show on the Right Side Broadcasting Network at 9 o'clock with Cambry Nelson, Hutch Bailey Jr., and Stacey Rush will be on here at 9 o'clock. But I just want to get the message. I just want to get a conservative message out there that y'all can help, that y'all can do whatever is possible to win voters over. Don't worry about the GOP right now. Don't fight the GOP. Don't fight the GOP. But what we need to do, we need to get more voters. And the only way that we get more voters is we take the information that's being put out there and we put it in their own court. We package it up real pretty and put it in their court. We dangle that carrot out there, put those hashtags out there, Justin Bieber, whatever hashtag is trending liberally. And if the liberal hashtags aren't as big, then start putting Justin Timberlake's name in there, or Beyonce, or Jay-Z. Get the most popular Kardashian. That'll get you some clicks. Use those. And then put the links of the WikiLeaks or conservative stories that that you think that will help people realize the truth. Think like liberals. What would they do? Because the liberals go into conservative hashtags and try to ambush them all the time. All right, I'd like to thank my friend Prince Camilton for allowing me to be here for this AMA, and I hope to come back and do this again. But I thank everybody for asking your questions. I hope that I answered a lot. And for those people on RSBN, guess what? We will be back in about a half an hour here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. I really appreciate y'all tuning in to this AMA. I didn't know what to expect, but I thank God for all these questions, beautiful questions. And remember, you can donate to the Wayne Dupree Show for Hutch and Cam. just go to waynedupree.com/donate. We also take phone calls during our show, 202-470-6738. As a matter of fact, if you aren't able to get through to the show, leave a message. Make it under 1 minute, because what I'm doing now, I'm taking those voicemails and putting it together so that America can hear what you're talking about. That's my addition to helping to get the word out about what you're so passionate about. So again, 202-470-6738. You can catch my show from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spreaker. I also come on the AMA and drop my stories. And thank you for everybody that gives me a little one-up, or and I still don't know how things work on Reddit that much, but thank you for giving my stories a one-up, and thank you for sharing my shows on Reddit. I really appreciate it. But we do our shows from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cam and I, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you can listen to me on iHeartRadio. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. You can listen to me on Spreaker. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, just type in Wayne Dupree Show. And you can follow me there. And we do a second show from 9 to 10 p.m. In the evening on the Right Side Broadcasting Network and Spreaker at the same time. We kind of syndicate it. And you know what? And another reason why this to donate to our show is because we're also trying to take this show nationally. We're trying to take the radio show nationally. That means we're going to be syndicated in many cities. And if you go to waynedupree.com/donate, you'll see some of the cities, some of the AM radio stations that will be on. So we might be closer to your city, and you'll be able to listen to us on AM radio. You can make a one-time payment or a recurring monthly payment. So again, thank you to the AMA people on Reddit. If you go there, just go under the Donald, okay? The _Donald. Sign up under that. Jacob, are you going to disconnect, or are we just going to leave it up for the 9 o'clock show? Let me know. Because right now it looks like we got some people rolling in. So
by the way, that is the most beautiful.
Yep, we got some people rolling in now. I really don't want to lose these beautiful people. I really don't want to lose them. So you tell me what you want to do, Jacob. Is Jacob around? Jacob is our producer guy. Jacob is the producer guy. And again, we start our show at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about the day's issues. We talk about what's going on. And we take phone calls. We do interviews. As you know, we have interviewed Donald Trump a few times. The Trump campaign even listens to the show. And we also have interviewed many of his surrogates, many of our first, second, and third tier type of conservative talk show hosts and conservative voices. We bring them on. Is Jacob still around? Okay. It looks, because I don't mind taking this until the show starts. Actually, I can take some more questions until I hear from Jacob. Let's see. Trump just kissed two babies at his rally. Okay, great. Trump is doing it, isn't he? Most of you have must understand that Donald Trump is the man for right now. He's the man for right now, not Hillary Clinton. Not Hillary Clinton. We cannot elect Hillary Clinton in 3 weeks. We can't. She didn't even want to campaign. Hillary Clinton doesn't even want to campaign. Hillary Clinton wants to lay in bed. She thinks that everything should be thrust upon her. She thinks that She thinks that she should be she thinks that she should be given the presidency after all the stuff that she's done. After all the stuff I bet you this. I bet you any amount of money. If Hillary Clinton was black, she would have been put in jail for all this stuff. If Hillary Clinton was black or Latino, they would have put her ass in jail. They would have put her away a long time ago. Hillary Clinton is doing this because she and her husband, Bill, both of them are just corrupt criminals at the core. They've been in there so long, they don't know how to tell the truth. They don't know how to do the right thing. They don't know how to do the right thing. And you know, you're sick of it. I'm sick of it. We're all sick of it. We're all sick of seeing them get away with this stuff. And then it's like, you know, when the WikiLeaks documents come out, or when Project Veritas's video come out, talk about egg on their face. Talk about egg on the media's face. The media is doing you a disservice. The mainstream media is doing you a disservice. This weekend, two individuals, well, not two individuals, NBC and CNN basically were telling you to stay away from WikiLeaks. Chris Cuomo got in there, and Chris Cuomo was like, well, you know, if you hold these documents in your possession, it's illegal. I knew that. That's why I don't put the documents on my website. I tell y'all to go click and look at them. You know, it's just so much that we should be doing in the short time. We're only here for a season, people. What do you want your epitaph to say? What do you want your little monument to say? That you came and you saw, but you didn't do nothing? I don't want my monument. I don't want my 6-foot monument to say that. I want my 6-foot monument to say he worked his ass off. Well, Jacob says you're going to wrap it up before the show. I was asking you about 10 minutes ago, did you want me to wrap it up or did you want me to go straight into the show? Because we picked up so many more viewers just a few minutes ago. So do you want me to end this or and then start over, or what do you want me to do? Okay, start the live show now. Okay, so we're going to end this and then we're going to start the live show immediately. How's that? Thank you to AMA. Thank you to Reddit for allowing me. Thank you, Prince Camilton, for allowing me to do this. We're going to end this and we're going to start our live show immediately. So don't go nowhere or check out the new link when the new show goes live.